Looking to add style and storage to your space without breaking the bank? DIY Radiator covers that double as shelving are the perfect solution. Not only do they hide bulky, outdated radiators, but they also create extra surface space for books, plants, or decor. Whether you're working with a small room or just want to maximize function, these clever builds blend form and function beautifully. In this video, we'll show you how to transform your radiator into a chic, practical feature. No major tools or carpentry skills required. 1. Why combine a radiator? Cover with shelving. Radiators often take up prime real estate in a room, but offer zero function outside heating. This wasted space becomes an opportunity for clever design when you integrate a radiator cover with shelving. Not only do radiator covers conceal an unattractive unit, but when you add a shelf, you're reclaiming that area for practical use. This dual-purpose approach is perfect for small apartments, minimalist homes, and rooms where floor space is limited. Think of the top as a shelf for books, plants, vases, lamps, or even your morning coffee. The visual improvement alone can instantly elevate a room. But beyond aesthetics, these covers improve safety, especially in homes with children or pets, by acting as a barrier to hot surfaces. You also reduce dust buildup on the radiator, which helps with airflow. With the right design, you maintain heat efficiency while adding function and beauty. The idea combines decor, storage, and practicality in one smart, stylish piece of furniture. 2. Choosing the right materials: wood, MDF, or metal. When building a DIY radiator cover that doubles as shelving, selecting the right materials is crucial. The most commonly used material is MDF, medium density fiberboard, which is affordable, smooth, and easy to paint or customize. It doesn't warp easily and provides a clean look for modern homes. However, MDF can suffer under extreme heat if ventilation is ignored. Solid wood is another great option, especially if you want a rustic, farmhouse, or industrial finish. Choose hardwoods like oak, maple, or pine that can withstand mild heat and moisture changes. Avoid softwoods or composites that could crack. Metal options, particularly perforated sheet metal or aluminum grills, are often used for the front panel to allow optimal airflow while adding a decorative touch. Some people mix materials, using a wooden frame with a metal grill insert and a solid wood shelf on top. Your choice will depend on your decor style, skill level, and budget. Remember to ensure all materials are heat-resistant, non-flammable, and safe for indoor use. 3. Measuring and planning. Getting it right from the start. Accurate measurements are the foundation of a well-fitted radiator cover. Start by measuring the height, width, and depth of the radiator, including any valves, knobs, or pipes that stick out. Add at least 2 inches to each dimension to allow for air circulation and to avoid direct contact with the heating element. Ventilation is key. Heat needs to rise and escape properly, so include gaps above, below, and sometimes behind the unit. Sketch your design on paper or use free online tools like SketchUp or RoomStyler to visualize it. Decide how deep the top shelf should be, usually 8 to 12 inches, depending on what you plan to store or display. Will your design be freestanding, wall-mounted, or built-in? Do you need a back panel, or will it sit flush against the wall? Consider how much weight the shelf will support. Thicker tops need stronger brackets or internal support. Planning ahead prevents future problems like overheating, poor fit, or warped materials. 4. Design inspiration. Styles that suit any home. Your DIY radiator cover shelf can suit nearly any interior style with the right design approach. For modern homes, opt for sleek lines, white or matte black paint, and a floating shelf that blends into the wall. Mid-century lovers might prefer walnut or teak wood grain finishes with tapered legs. Scandinavian-inspired designs use pale woods, slatted fronts, and minimalist shelves. If your home leans traditional, think shaker-style wood panels and a deep stained wood shelf for a timeless look. Industrial spaces look great with raw wood and black pipe frames or metal grills. You can even go ultra-functional and build a radiator cover with cubbies, drawers, or a bookshelf stacked above. Some people integrate their radiator cover into a hallway console, window seat, or even a media center. customization is endless. Add coat hooks, charging stations, or a mirror above the shelf. Pinterest, Instagram, and interior design blogs are excellent sources for gathering visual ideas before you start. 5. Building the frame. Step-by-step construction. Begin with the base frame, typically a rectangular box that sits around the radiator. Use wood screws, wood glue, and corner brackets to assemble the outer structure. Most covers have side panels, a top shelf, and a front panel. The front can be a solid panel or include a decorative grille for ventilation. Cut holes or slots if needed to access radiator knobs. Attach the top shelf securely using L brackets underneath for added strength. This is especially important if you'll place heavy items like books or decor. If you want your shelf to overhang slightly for aesthetics, allow for an extra inch or two on each side. Sand all edges thoroughly to avoid splinters and ensure smooth paint application later. If you're adding a back panel, not necessary unless you want a floating look, make sure to drill holes for pipe access. Pre-assemble the frame before final installation to test fit and alignment with your wall and radiator. Use a level to ensure it sits evenly and doesn't wobble. 6th, painting, finishing, and ventilation tips. Once your frame is built, it's time to paint or stain. Always use heat-resistant paint or primer, especially on the inside surfaces that face the radiator. Latex and acrylic paints work well for MDF, while wood stains or sealants are better for natural wood finishes. 2 coats of paint or stain plus a sealant will protect your piece from moisture and temperature changes. Sand lightly between coats for a smooth finish. For a modern touch, go with bold colors like navy, hunter green, or charcoal gray. White or off-white works well for a clean, bright look that matches most interiors. As for ventilation, don't seal the cover entirely. Use decorative metal grills or slatted wood fronts that allow heat to escape. Consider leaving the back open or adding large holes along the top or sides. 7. Mounting and securing the unit safely. Whether freestanding or mounted, your radiator cover must be stable and secure. If it's wall-mounted, use heavy-duty anchors and screws appropriate for your wall type: drywall, plaster, or brick. Drill pilot holes and use a level to ensure even placement. For freestanding designs, consider rubber feet or felt pads to prevent slipping and protect floors. You can also screw the unit into the baseboards or use adhesive brackets if drilling into walls isn't possible. Add safety features if needed, like child locks, corner guards, or tip brackets for extra security. Double-check clearance from the radiator to avoid direct contact, which could cause discoloration or damage. 8. Maintenance, upgrades, and bonus features. Maintaining your radiator cover shelf combo is easy with the right care. Dust regularly and wipe down the top shelf to prevent dirt buildup. During winter, check for heat blockage. If the room isn't warming properly, inspect the vent gaps. Over time, you might want to upgrade the shelf. Swap out the top with marble, glass, or butcher block for a fresh look. Add undershelf lighting for ambiance or a row of hooks beneath for keys and bags. For homes with smart tech, install a thermostat sensor on the exterior so it's not affected by heat trapped inside. Some DIYers even install USB ports or wireless chargers into the shelf. If you rent, make the cover removable with Velcro straps or brackets instead of screws. If you find this content helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment below. We love to hear your thoughts.